Well, sales are down and losses mounting at Volvo, the Swedish maker of boxy but safe cars. So the company is betting its future and $11 billion on a mission to make the ultimate safe car by removing the most dangerous component. I'm PJTV's Scott Ott, joined now by my colleagues Stephen Green and Bill Whittle. Well, men, as my pop used to say, the most dangerous part of a car, the component most likely to fail and cause injury or death, is the nut that holds the wheel. Well, Volvo agrees with my pop, and so they're engineering a car that removes that dangerous nut from the system and replaces him with a Wi-Fi network that makes his car part of an autonomous road train. Volvo's vision? After the year 2020, no one is ever killed or injured in a new Volvo, even if you're sitting behind the wheel eating a big old veggie burger with two hands while you put on your non-comedogenic mascara. Well, Stephen Green, it won't be long before you yourself are cruising a snow-clad Colorado mountain pass while playing Angry Birds on your iPad and diapering your baby. Isn't it great to see a company with vision?
And putting on his mascara.
That's right. I got to put on my mascara. I want to be pretty. Look, if I'm still changing diapers in 2020, just shoot me, okay? It's over. Or my 10-year-old at that point just has some serious problems. No, we're forgetting a couple of things. One is with their plummeting sales, Volvo has been building driverless cars for years now. They can't sell the darn things, and that's their problem as a company. They made their reputation for safety. That was their thing in the 70s and 80s. But by the 90s, safety, a safe car, was the bare minimum of just entry into the marketplace. If you didn't build a safe car, people weren't going to buy it. We had airbags, we had ABS, and all the rest. So the thing that made them stand out is the thing that everybody had, and that's why they failed as a company. And I don't see how this program is gonna pull them out of it.
When your unique selling proposition becomes a commodity, you are in trouble. Bill, Volvo was bought out a couple of years ago by a Chinese company with an unpronounceable name. The autonomous car initiative was funded in part by the European Union, tested in Sweden and Spain. I'll bet the only question you have is, why wasn't this awesome technological advance created right here in the US of A? Now, are you comforted to know that GM and Google are each developing the best car you'll never drive?
So much to say here. First of all, because these cars are all linked together, they can, as you can see, they can drive very, very close. They're virtually drafting each other. They're separated by a couple feet at 70, 80 miles an hour. And so this technology spectacular is going to be a boon to mankind until the moment when the first deer decides to jump out in front of one of those cars, and then you're going to have a 70-car pileup. And at this point, you'll begin to realize the difference between theory and practice. So there's that. The second thing I'll say is how perfect for Sweden, how perfect for the cradle-to-grave society that you don't have to bathe yourself, you don't have to work, you don't have to do anything. You're taken care of from the moment you're born to the moment you die. You don't even get to drive a car anymore, you miserable, low-life European dirtbags. Don't you understand anything? They already have driverless cars, and they're called trains. The entire purpose of an automobile is for you to get into it and go where you damn well want to whenever you feel like it. If you're really, really PO'd, you can go faster than normal. And if you get caught speeding, well, then you pay a ticket and you do your time metaphorically. My God, it's no wonder these people are such lifeless automatic drones. If you gave it to people to drive, they wouldn't do it any differently in Sweden anyway, Scotty. It's not like these people have fun. Why not just eliminate this tragedy of driving from one place to another? You know, they don't have fun doing it anyway. They don't know what a road trip is. They don't know what making out in the backseat of a car is. Of course the thing becomes an autonomous driving machine that's controlled by other people. It's like the rest of your miserable lives, you autonomous remotely controlled drones. Buy a Camaro and go someplace where there's open road and go someplace fast at 4 o'clock in the morning and play some rock and roll with the windows down and tell me how you feel then. And make sure you have a hot redhead in the front right seat. It'll change your entire country, you miserable, low life, no good for nothing, car unappreciating swine.
Well, you know, some drivers already behave like they're in an autonomous vehicle, and the cabin of the car is their living room, replete with a theater system, computer network, game console, and kitchenette. Frankly, I wouldn't mind if some of those folks hitched up with a robotic road train and stayed in their own lane at least. But there's something in the American spirit that says, you go ahead and get in that Conestoga wagon, I'll ride my own horse, And if there's no trail, I'll blaze one. You know, it's why I love driving a 12-year-old Ford F-150 with 5 on the floor and manual windows. Let the Euro commies keep their totally safe future. This nut will keep holding the wheel. For Stephen Green and Bill Whittle and the entire Trifecta crew at PJTV.com, I'm Scott Ott.